Good afternoon. My name is Josephine Mueller, and my co-host here, Dejanette, will be hosting today's show, at the Social Security show. And welcome to this week's show on Chicago Cable Access Network. We have an exciting show lined up for you today, but before that, an important message about our online services. We made it to December, and the holidays are right around the corner, and you can save precious time with the use of our online services and avoid those wait times at your local Social Security office. So we know we're very busy. It's a season where, there's tons of lines everywhere, so it's a very nice, convenient way to do business with Social Security if you go onto our online services and use the resources there. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Absolutely. Thank you. My name is DJ. I'm a claims service representative at one of the local field offices in Chicago for the past almost 9 years. And I'm here to help and answer any questions that you, our audience, may have today.
So we have an exciting show lined up for you today, and keep in mind this is a live broadcast, so you can call in and we can answer all your questions. Please give us a call at 312-738-1060. Once again, that phone number is on your screen, and it is 312-738-1060. So we want to talk about the first website that you can go to access information. And what can you tell us about that first site?
Well, our first site is our main site, which is www.socialsecurity.gov. That's as in government, or I always say GOV as in victory. So on that site, you can do all things Social Security. That's our main site, and you can actually access all of our features, all of our things that we have to do on that site.
Great, and keep in mind that it's very important to use that .gov behind the website, because that is our website, but it has to have .gov behind it. Make sure you don't go to anything that has anything other than .gov on the end of it. So it's a gold mine of information. It's very safe and convenient and easy to navigate. However, sometimes people say they get lost or go to the wrong website, and that's why we want to make sure that we inform you to make sure you use that .gov behind www.socialsecurity, okay? How about the second website?
Well, our second website is actually going to be our retirement, survivor, and disability site. So that's actually going to be accessed directly through the same site, which is www.socialsecurity.gov. And here you're able to do retirement applications, disability applications, and applications for survivor benefits. So if someone passed away and you're the survivor, you can actually put your application in online from the comfort of your own home, tablet, or computer, and you don't have to come into the office.
Absolutely. But in order to create your online application, you do have to create a My Social Security account first. So make sure that you create a My Social Security account, so that way you can apply for retirement and disability benefits online. And I'm actually going to put up the website, the Create Your Personal My Social Security Account Today site on the screen, so that everyone can see that. So it's very easy to navigate. If you don't already have an account, you can click on Create an Account and start your account by creating it online. Make sure that you write down your username and your password, so that way you can continuously go into your My Social Security account. If you already have a My Social Security account, you can always click on Sign In, so that way you can get your application started. So it's a great tool to have, a nice resource. What else can you do on the My Social Security account?
Absolutely, Josie. The other things that you can do is actually print out a 1099. So instead of coming into the office and waiting, we do know those lines can be long sometimes, you can actually print your 1099 from the website online. You can also obtain any benefit award letters or benefit verification letters that you may need. You can print those out and take them to whatever agency you may need to go to. You can change or add your direct deposit information, which is, I think, a great opportunity, again, for you not to come into the office and have that changed right online. You can do a Medicare replacement card online. You can order that and have that mailed out to your home. You can change your address. You can change your phone number. And you can just do an overall managing of your own record. So you can make sure that your earnings are correct, keep yourself up to date as to what your benefit amounts are and things like that.
Yeah, and it's so important to make sure that you check your My Social Security account for your earnings, because it's so important since Social Security uses the highest 35 years of your work earnings to calculate your Social Security benefit. So if you're missing a year or two, it could significantly change what your monthly benefit amount is. So it's very important to keep checking that account to make sure your earnings are correct, so that way we have your benefit correct once you do apply for benefits. And if you see that something is incorrect, you can immediately contact your local Social Security field office and have those earnings posted, as long as you have your W-2s with you, proof that you did have earnings in those years. So it's so important.
Yeah, that's a great point, Josie, because what you want to actually do too is check that year by year. You don't want to wait until the time you retire or the time you actually need benefits to go and check your earnings. If you check it year by year, then that's a little bit easier to actually just keep up with it, and you'll know exactly how much you made last year and be able to kind of verify that with your tax statement.
Absolutely. And is it too early? Is it ever too early to get a My Social Security account?
No, it's never too early to open up your My Social Security account.
And how old do you have to be to open up a My Social Security account?
I believe the age is 18, right, Josie?
Yeah, I believe it is. So like DeJeanette said, it's never too early. So that access at your fingertips is very, very helpful. And it's something that you can use to plan ahead, and it's never too early to start that planning. So how about our next Social Security website that's very important?
Our next part of our website is going to actually be the blog.socialsecurity.gov. So that's blog.socialsecurity.gov. There you can find the latest news about what's going on. Find our new way to appeal with us. If you have a problem or issue and you want to appeal any type of benefits, you can actually go into the website and do that online. You don't have to come into the office, not even to do non-medical appeals. If you have a problem with an overpayment or something like that, you can do that online. And then any program updates as far as disability applications or program updates with your retirement check, you can actually do that. Go and see what the latest information is. And I'm sure with our new president that we're all getting more familiar with blogging. So you want to make sure that you get this information directly from us so that you know it's correct. So again, that's blog.socialsecurity.gov.
Yes, lots of great information on our blog. And there's also a new way on how to apply for your replacement Social Security card. So that's actually the fourth site. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is my favorite. So actually in the state of Illinois, you can go, we have a caller. Let's hold off.
Yeah.
We have a caller.
Hello, caller.
Hi, yeah. I got a phone call the other day from some guy. He said he's from Social Security. He said that I get locked up if I left my house. Do you guys know about that?
Oh, no. So we are advising the public that if they do receive calls and that are, threatening calls, and the individuals is stating that they're from Social Security, not to engage in that call, because we won't call and we won't threaten you. We won't tell you that, you can't come out of your house or anything like that, or we're going to arrest you. So there are unfortunately fraudulent calls going out to the public, and we are advising individuals not to engage in those fraudulent calls, and not to provide any type of information such as banking information or your social security number. Just don't provide any personal information because there are several fraudulent calls going out to the public. There has been spoofing that has been happening where they're calling and they're spoofing the 1-800 number. It's our 1-800 number, but scammers have found a way to spoof that number. So it looks like you're getting a call from Social Security. However, they're spoofing it and someone else is on the line, not your Social Security representative. So we just want the public to be aware that if you are receiving a call from an individual stating that they are working for Social Security, if they're threatening you or they're being aggressive with you, please do not engage. Just hang up the call. Do not provide any information to them. Great question.
Absolutely not. It may be a great time to actually put up that slide that you had about
Absolutely.
how to actually report fraud. Every agency at this time is actually being hit. So I don't want anyone to think that it's specific to Social Security. It's just a technology kind of thing. Our internet connections, applications online are actually all secure. So we take extra effort to make sure that when you're submitting stuff to us that it is extra secure.
So I'm going to put that up on the screen.
Oh, absolutely. Turn around. Sorry. Yeah, so the Office of Inspector General, shortened with OIG, you can reach them directly if you have any of these phone calls or concerns about someone reaching out to you that you're not sure that they were actually a Social Security representative. The number is 1-800-269-0271. Their website is https://oig.ssa.gov/report. And for more information, you can always just visit us directly at socialsecurity.gov. Okay?
Great. Thank you for that information. And thank you for that question, caller. That's a great question. I do think we were talking about, was it the replacement Social Security card?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So in the state of Illinois, you can now order your own replacement card online without coming into the office. It's an amazing, amazing benefit that we have available to us, as long as you don't need any changes to your card. So if you do need a change, such as a name or something needs to be changed in the card, that won't be able to be done online. But you can actually go to our website, and I'll say the website again at socialsecurity.gov. You can go there with your identification card. And you do have to register yourself with the account as we talked about earlier, and have to have a regular mailing address, but you're actually able to order your own Social Security replacement card online, which is the same action, same thing that we do in the office for you. You can do it for yourself without coming in. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it is definitely nice because you can avoid those lines, avoid the wait times. Keep in mind though, if you are going to apply for the replacement Social Security card online, you must be 18 or older and you must be a U.S. citizen. If you are not 18 or older yet and you're not a U.S. citizen and you have your permanent resident card, you can always come into our local field office and we can still process that application for you. And you can also, in order to be prepared, you can print out that application online at one of our websites that we'll be talking about a little bit later. How about our next site?
Our next site, what is that? The
I believe it goes over retirement. We're going
Okay.
to talk a little bit about
So
more
retirement
retirement and disability applications.
Yeah, so submitting those actual retirement applications online, and being able to, we also talk about that too, about being able to actually get your numbers and see what your retirement benefits would be. But submitting the application online, picking when you want your payment to start for retirement, you can do that online, and then figure out what your retirement check will be. And then literally just flawlessly putting your application in without ever coming into the office. Now, all of the applications that are submitted online, we do, if we have any questions or concerns, Social Security will call you. We will verify information from you. If there's any issue with that, you're free to come into the office or call us back at the field office so that we can know that it's you. Looks like we have another caller. Caller, are you there?
I'm there. I'm here. Hello. How you doing?
Good
Good, how are
evening.
you?
Hello? I can barely
Hello?
hear you. Okay, I can
Hello,
hear you.
caller. What is
Greetings.
your question, caller?
Greetings to you both. Greetings to you both. How are you doing today?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
My question is regarding the administration in office with the government shutdown. How would this, if at any point in time, would it affect Social Security? Would payments still be out, or how would that happen? That's my question.
So right now, caller, we are as informed as the public is, but as soon as, we find out information, the public is made aware of that information. That's a good question. Anytime that there is a change or there is something that is going on, the information is publicly made, and we are in the same situation as the public is as far as being informed. So as soon as we find out, we send out that information, and you can get that information on our blog. You can go online to get that information. So there's tons of information out there, and we release it as soon as we find out.
Yeah, and I would highly encourage you, because we are about a week away from that, actually less than a week away, just a few days away. So if that does happen, I would encourage you to stay online with us at ssa.gov. Make sure that the information that you're getting is directly from Social Security. We do have the main site, which is ssa.gov, which is the same as socialsecurity.gov. Just make sure that you're getting the information directly from us, so we know it's true and correct information.
Absolutely. Great point.
Okay, and we were talking about retirement benefits.
Yes. So when someone submits that application, who receives it? Is it just go through the computer and
It does go through the computer, but there's an actual person or claim specialist on the other end that receives it, reviews it, make sure that the information is actually correct. If we think that there are any questions or concerns, then we do contact you back. And if you have any questions or concerns, there's a big remarks section that you can actually type those questions in, so that when we do call you, we'll already have the answers ready and be able to answer your questions and get everything taken care of for you. As well, if you have any changes. I know sometimes people kind of change, well, I want to get my check a little sooner, or I want to get it a little later. We can make those last minute changes for you as well.
And does it take long to do these applications online?
No, not at all. The questions are very consumer friendly, and so they're easy. And we make sure that it's kind of like a yes, no, if this, then that kind of thing. So they're very easy, and it normally takes just a few minutes to complete an application online for retirement.
That's great to know. And say, I'm starting my application, and then all of a sudden, I get a knock on the door and my friend comes over. Am I able to save that application, or does it go away? Does it?
Absolutely. You can save your application, and then you can re-enter your application and make any changes that you may need to. So that's really one of the best things that we can actually do. So you can take your time. You're not under any pressure. You have lots of time to fill it out online.
So it sounds like it's quick, it's easy, and it doesn't take too long. And if there's interruptions during the time that you're applying for benefits, you can save that application and you can always go back to it. Keep in mind, though, that you do have to write down your re-entry number, because there's a re-entry number that's it's issued out to you. Make sure you write it down, because in order for you to gain access again to that application, you have to use that re-entry number. So it's a great these online resources are great tools to have, because it makes things very, very convenient, especially during this holiday season that we're so busy. It's nice to have this resource.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how about the next site?
The next site, I just want to mention one other thing too. I know a lot of people are leery about going onto the computer. We do have a couple different options with the computer application. So you can, of course, enter it yourself, type in your own application, complete the questions yourself. But if you have a trusted family member or friend, and you'd like to sit with them while they complete the application on your behalf, that is also available on the website as well. So please remember to take full advantage of that, because it allows you to get your application in more quickly.
Absolutely.
So what were we talking about?
So the next site that we're going to go over is the let's see, options. So the retirement estimator, what options an individual has as far as when they want to retire and how they can find out how much those benefits are.
Right. So the our sixth feature on the website for Social Security is going to be the retirement estimator. So the retirement estimator allows you, even if you're not close to retirement age, you can still do an estimate. Because I did one for myself. So you can still do an estimate to see what your future retirement benefits will be. And then it gives you several different options. I believe there are five estimates of your future retirement. So if you retired at your retirement age, or if you retired early, or if you do a delayed retirement, all of those options are actually included on the retirement estimator, and it allows you to make an informed decision about whether you're going to make an application for retirement right now or if you're going to wait a couple years, and what the increase actually will be. I know Susie Orman, our new Social Security spokesperson, encourages delayed retirement, but you have to make the best decision for yourself, and the retirement estimator is actually one of the best ways to go figure that out.
And currently, right now, what is considered early retirement?
Depending on age, 62.
62. And our full retirement?
60, depending on when you were born, 65. Yeah.
65 or 66.
66,
is
sorry,
what we have mainly right now. What we have individuals that are coming in and they're applying for full retirement benefits, it's age 66. And if you decide to delay those retirement benefits, right now the maximum delayed retirement age is age 70. So you can continue to accrue and gain 8% per year until age 70 if you decide to delay it until after full retirement age. And I also wanted to touch base on the limits, because if you do decide to retire prior to your full retirement age, there are earnings limits. And this year the limit was or is $17,040. So if you go over that amount, for every $2 that you go over, $1 is reduced from the monthly Social Security benefit if you are taking early reduced Social Security retirement benefits. And next year, the earnings limit for individuals taking early retirement benefits is going to be $17,640. So those limits do increase from year to year. So just, in order to keep yourself updated, you could always go onto our website. That information is all there. There's also a change with the cost of living. So we'll be getting a cost of living increase in 2019, and that's going to be a 2.8% cost of living increase. And that information is on the blog, it's on our website. If you call us at our local field offices or the national hotline, that information can be provided there as well.
Right, and if you're currently receiving benefits, then we have already sent the letters out in regards to what your increased benefit amount will be for 2019. So if you haven't gotten your letter, then we would highly encourage you to go online, set up a My Social Security account, and print out the letter that we actually sent to you so that you can have it for your own records.
Yes, that's lots of great information. And let's see, we have another website that we can talk about, and it talks about planning for your financial future. Can you touch base on that?
Sure. It's called the MyRA account, MyRA savings account, and this is actually a retirement account set up by the U.S. Department of Treasury. And this allows you to set aside additional funds just for retirement. It's a simple, safe, and affordable way to set aside set aside funds for retirement benefits. What's really nice about this account is that it kind of gives you a lot of different calculators as to taking into account what you'll be getting from Social Security, any pensions that you may have, and like current cost of living. It allows you to kind of make a really good estimate as to how much is needed to be saved, and then incorporates the time length that you have to save the money. Okay?
So there's That's great information. There's
Yeah.
several tools out there for individuals to start planning, to be informed and get prepared for retirement benefits, and to check out information on disability. So there's several resources out there. So please visit our website at www.socialsecurity.gov. And if you haven't already created a My Social Security account, please visit that site so that way you can create your My Social Security account. It's a safe way in order to check your earnings record and to print out information, so that way you can avoid those wait times in our local field office. And we thank you for being here with us today, and we thank you callers for your questions, and we look forward to the next Social Security broadcast with you here at CAN TV. Thank you for being here, co-host DeJanette.
Thank you for having me.